It seems less likely. It seems less and less likely that the Senate will convict the former squatter Donald Trump for inciting the deadly Capitol riot, but Democrats will need the support of 17 Republicans, but only 5 joined them on Tuesday in a key test vote. But even if we have a trial and Trump is somehow convicted, it would not be enough to restore confidence in our government or achieve national unity or heal the deep scars of the last 4 years of what we endured. The gulf between those who want to stop what they call the Steel Clan rally thing, and those who want to build back America, better, is vast and seemingly unbridgeable. But millions of Americans still believe that pumpkin tits or the fat ass Trump won the election fair and square, which he didn't, and only to have it stolen from him, which never happened because it wasn't stolen from him. They believe this in part because many conservative elected officials, activists, and media outlets continue to treat the claim as legitimate, or at least open to doubt. But to make matters even worse, if that's possible, the Republican Party has recently moved in a decidedly authoritarian direction. According to the Varieties of the Democracy Institute in Sweden, the U.S. Republican Party in 2018 was more likely to reject the political pluralism, demonize its opponents, disrespect the rights of minorities, and encourage political violence than 85% of the governing parties in the world's democracies. Bipartisanship would be a way forward, except for civility and the facts themselves have become partisan issues, which leaves the available common ground vanishingly small. Our best hope is full and public process of reconciliation. The Watergate hearings provided such a process for 2 full years of President Richard Nixon's second term in office, but the country was riveted by the televised political drama of a bipartisan congressional committee trying to get to the bottom of what happened during the 1972 election and whether the president then had committed high crimes and misdemeanors that warranted his removal from office. The committee had functioned as a Truth and Reconciliation Commission, speaking directly to and for the American people. By the end of the process, not only did a majority of the president's party think that he was guilty, so too did a majority of the American public. Nixon resigned, and the country left the wounds of Watergate behind, and coming together first under Gerald Ford and later under Jimmy Carter. We must pursue a similar, equally deliberate process of discovery and reconciliation now. A second impeachment trial will not serve this purpose. It is too narrowly focused on whether Trump's remarks on January 6th incited the insurrection at the Capitol and whether he should be barred under the provisions of the 14th Amendment from holding a national office ever again. But if we are to heal, we need a National Commission on Democracy and Electoral Integrity in which subpoena power and to investigate the various charges from all sides of the political spectrum about the electoral irregularities and voter suppression. The Senator Ted Cruz, a Republican from Texas, wanted a commission to investigate Trump's claims that the presidential election was stolen, which it wasn't. But there was not enough evidence of fraud to prevent certification of the results, but there is enough concern about those results to warrant hearing folks out. Rudy Kaludi is swearing that if we give him an hour, he can prove that Trump actually won the election when he didn't. He has so far refused to present the evidence in court because there isn't any. Let's give him the opportunity to do so on national television, and then be questioned by patient commissioners that are more concerned with the truth than with sound bites. But let's not just hear from Republicans and try to put them on the spot, but let's also hear from the Democratic Party too, and activists who are concerned about the systemic voter suppression and gerrymandering. While we are at it, we might spend a few hours looking might spend a few months looking at how to deal with the imbalances of the senatorial and electoral college representation. A balanced bipartisan national commission of respected leaders who can help the country sort through its passions to find a reasonable path forward is the appropriate venue for such a process, and it could help deliver the national healing that we need and the more perfect union that the framers had in mind.